It's not cliche. That's exactly what it is.
This is one of the elite franchises, Jax. Absolutely no question. And I feel qualified to say that because I played on 7 other teams in the NBA
Yes,
and had an opportunity to experience that. And it really starts from the top and works its way down. And you mentioned the Arison family, a true class act. Obviously, great business people that understand what's going on in the community and are very deeply involved, making the right decisions with basketball-wise to bring in a Pat Riley who obviously knows the game both from a coaching and a president standpoint, decision-making and the quality of the people that he brings in along with the talent, because you got to have character with your talent to really have championship-type runs. And this has been a great opportunity with this all-star group in here, who are character guys, who are ambassadors of the game, and continue to play at a high level and be involved with the community. So it's really a tremendous organization from top to bottom, and I'm just so pleased to be part of it and happy for them today.
Along with Mickey Arison and Nick Arison, let us not forget, of course, Madeline Arison, you know, the queen of all things heat,
right.
And Kelly Arison
Spouses who make it
as
happen.
well. The great philanthropic work that they lead through the Miami Heat Charitable Fund and Project Metashare is always awesome. With Pat Riley, his family, of course, Chris Riley, she is magnificent as we take a look at Bus 3, Chris Bosh, and the doctor there, Elizabeth Riley, James Riley as well. It is just a wonderful feeling. When I arrived here 8 seasons ago, John, it was always the Arison and Riley families. That's the way it was discussed, the way it was presented, and it feels that way every day. On our 2006 championship rings, there are 2 words that always come to mind when I think about what's on these rings, and it's not the beautiful diamond-encrusted world champions. It's faith and family. It's the belief in one another and putting family first, basketball in its appropriate place, and then everyone working from there.
Yeah, those guys right there set the tone. And when your leaders set the tone, it trickles down and everyone buys in, and it's a great group. This group, incredibly close, had to go through a lot of adversity. We talked about the things you mentioned, the family. Every one of the players will say that because they realize that you got to stick together when times are tough and fight through them. And from Coach Spoelstra down through the players and the support staff, they did that.
There is the co-captain, Dwyane Wade, now the 2-time champion. Appropriate that the co-captain has that trophy. He was so instrumental in leading the way to the trophy in 2006. And I'm going to argue he led the way to the 2012 trophy. It has nothing to do with the awesome play on the floor, quite honestly. It was critical to victory, don't get me wrong. But the vision, the loyalty, and the sacrifice that he provided and then paved the way for Chris Bosh and LeBron James and others to participate in are the real reason why we're sitting here today.
Yeah,
the 2012 champions.
23 points a game throughout the course of the playoffs, but his leadership becoming much more vocal. If you remember back in 06, he was a young guy. He was about 24 years old at that time, I believe. And, you know, young to the league, if you will, and a rising star. And they really took off from there. He's had to go through personal and tough issues with this team, suffering through a losing season, and he talked about how much this championship means to him now, and he appreciates it that much more because he had to struggle to get back, Jackson. He is a more vocal leader now because he's been around as long as he has. 9 years now in the NBA for Dwyane Wade.
We have cameras everywhere. You see them, you'll feel them. One might pop right into your living room right now so we can observe your reaction. But there's one very special camera that we have locked in for our coverage today. Frank Ford has more on that. Frank?